I believe one of the most important things to learn is the importance of solitude and the times of isolation. I believe that these times are times that are crucial for each and every person. And by an extension, I believe it's a reason why so many people aren't improving or growing and developing, because they don't sit in the solitude. They don't sit in the silence of their rooms, of their mind, of their thoughts, and self reflect and think and understand themselves. The most time they spend with themselves is when they look in the mirror after they've done their routine. And I think it's really sad. Honestly, I think it's really sad that people would have this shallow experience and they don't even realize. And I know ignorance is bliss, but is it really bliss in 2025? Is it really bliss if you're ignorant and you're suffering? You suffer more when you are ignorant and naive because you don't know what's going on, and those who do know adjust their lifestyle and endeavors accordingly. But here you are, living in ignorance, falling victim to the same mistakes, the same traps, and living the same life for many years. It really bothers me how many people, they seem to take to this existence and choose this shallow existence over something more deeper, more meaningful, more endearing, more prosperous. Even when it comes to interpersonal relationships, intimate relationships, they choose partners that don't have the depth that they may possibly have, or both of them may not have any depth, so they're a great match. They're compatible. But I, as an individual, have learned that I can't be shallow and have depth and then be in a relationship with someone that has no depth and is shallow. It's such a painful experience, really, for anyone to endure. So I suggest anyone to not endure it. And you may think that I'm just saying this thing because I just want to say it, but really I lived it. I had experience with it many times before, where I, instead of embracing solitude or embracing my alone time, my isolation periods, I would find myself suffering more because I'm around people that just don't understand, and a lot of them, they didn't care their capacity or potential for the levels that I was or I am now. They just weren't there. And I understood real late how important it is to accept who you are. Really sit down in the mirror, look at myself, and think, self-reflect on my actions, on my behavior, on my tone, on my word choice, on the things I would do, the things I would say, I would really think in those moments of isolation and silence. And that's where I grew so much. And it would be great if there was a partner that I found had that capacity and that capability, that depth. And maybe I haven't found that person as yet. And I'm completely fine with that. But many people won't experience that level of depth with another human being. And it's a beautiful thing. And it's something that I would want to experience wholeheartedly with no manipulation, no ulterior motives, no lying, no secrets, no miscommunications. Just to experience it. To experience it in silence with another person in harmony, I believe, is one of the most beautiful things ever. You can say something, but you don't need to say something. If you want to say something, you can, but there's no force. There's no forceful intention. And it's almost effortless. You would think that communication relies solely on articulating your words, but sometimes the actions and the tone and the body language speak a lot more than the words that you choose. It speaks more because words can change, but actions can't. You can't hide emotion physically. I laugh because I do think to myself sometimes how people can remain in relationships that aren't like that. And people stay in relationships for many different reasons, whether it be for physical reasons, boredom, loneliness, being friends for a long time, what have you. But I don't get it why it would be so minuscule in comparison to what I'm talking about, or why it wouldn't be minuscule in comparison, rather. Because that level of intimacy, just brings a smile on my face, really. It almost seems like a dream, like a fantasy. But I believe it's real. It may be hard to find in the generation and time that we live in, but I do believe it's real. I do believe it's real.